We have all seen the famous photos of trains in India overflowing with people literally hanging off the sides. It perhaps then is not so shocking to learn that these methods are incredibly dangerous. A very disturbing headline from the London Telegraph reads, "Indian rail bosses order train drivers to clear bodies off tracks." They continue with, "Railway bosses in India have ordered train drivers to clear thousands of bodies found on its tracks every year because they cause serious delays. An estimated 6,000 bodies are found on India's vital rail tracks every year, and 12 are found every day on Mumbai's celebrated commuter lines alone. Most of them are believed to be passengers who have fallen from over on the tracks for so long. They have issued new rules for train drivers and their guards to load the bodies onto brake carriages and deliver them to the next station," the Hindustan Times reported. The new rules, however, could bring train drivers in India, but Bangladesh. The reason this happens in Bangladesh is not just because of the overcrowding, but all the trains have yet to be electrified. A typical Indian train looks like this. As you can see, the railways are electrified. There are electric wires all over the train and electric poles nearby. If any person travels on the roof or swings, he or she will get killed. It's stupid to travel on the roof of an electrified train. Moreover, the speeds are around 100 kilometers an hour on average nowadays, so people prefer to stay inside the trains regardless. Here's a train in Bangladesh where there is no electrification. In 2008, however, before the government ban in India, 21 people were electrocuted by power cables when seated on the roof. These figures also report that most deaths were people being run over while trespassing on the open tracks. The next biggest cause of death, equivalent to more than 3 every working day, was of passengers who fell or were pushed from carriages that travel at 64 kilometers an hour, have no doors, and are often dangerously full. Even after the ban, the trains in India are still fabulously overcrowded, which comes with its own set of problems. A man writing a piece for the Times of India news publication opens his report with a brief paragraph describing his experience riding one of the largest railway networks in India. "I have never thrown up on a train journey before, but this one was different. I threw up, not once, but twice, of excrement and whose walls are literally dripping with spit and chewed up pan can challenge the hardest stomach. Add to this, the toilets are clogged and overflowing, wash bins are equally clogged, and floors have been used as garbage bins. You may understand why my stomach rebelled. I decided to take the Patna Kota Express from Lucknow to Mathura and back to see what things were really like on board. The railway ministry and the government have been touting modern, fast trains, but passengers have been complaining about filthy, delayed trains. So what's the truth? I bought tickets on one of the most popular trains to see for myself. Let's just say it was not an experience I want to repeat. So now, while my video for today may not highlight a specific suburb per se, the conditions described here on these railways that transfer billions a year to and from various cities around India are undisputedly squalid. Railways were first introduced to India in the year 1853 from Mumbai to Thane, and in 1951 the systems were nationalized as one unit. The Indian Railway manages the 4th largest national railway system in the world by size. And briefly for those curious, the United States has by far the largest railway network by length, sitting at 250,000 kilometers, followed by China, then Russia, and then India's 4th. In 2020, India Railways carried 8 billion passengers, or around 23 million a day, which is the highest number in the world. Due to lack of seat count, there was no restriction on the number of people permitted on the trains. Getting back to Bangladesh, the city of Dhaka, the capital and largest city of Bangladesh, are today's primary source of these staggering photos. Telegraph reports, Dhaka is already renowned for its classic "how many can you fit on one train" photos. The largest selections of images revealed earlier this year really show the chaos some commuters have to put up with on a day-to-day basis. Taken by document maker and Dhaka resident Tushar, the photos show how thousands of locals tackle the journey to and from work, climbing on, clinging to, and clambering along the roofs of locomotives. With no seats available inside, many commuters decide to take the risk and choose a rooftop view for their journey out of Dhaka city. While the Bangladesh government is well aware of the travails of the city's overground rail system, progress in improving the system is slow. An article from September this year reads, "Number of trains declined despite huge investment in railways." They write, "Railway officials maintain that these trains are not running due to a lack of engines, coaches, and manpower. Some of these trains, however, have remained out of operation for years, and corruption in infrastructure building and procurement of engines and coaches is rampant. Even with all the supposed spending and investment on improving the 14,000 people per square mile." So I may do a video on Dhaka in the future, as the Economist Intelligence Unit's annual ranking of the world's leading to this squalid ranking. Alright, so that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe for more squalidness.